All right, guys, we're back with another Edison format finals at Epic Cards and Games in Hearst, Texas. We got the Sheriff, Los on the left playing Quickdraw versus Henry on the right playing Amaryllis Burn. So it looks like Los opened Quickdraw Dandy's best, probably the best opening in his deck. And it looks like he's going to either A, play the Foolish. Okay, it looks like he discards the Foolish, sets a monster, sets a back row. So Los was undefeated in Swiss of this tournament, and Henry was X1. Actually, Los was Henry's only loss in the tournament, so we'll see if Henry can get that revenge here. He starts off activating Charge, milling. Pretty good mill for him. Double Amaryllis, I mean, it's unfortunate he milled the Lone Fire, but double Amaryllis is nice. So a little about these two players. Obviously, Los is a regular on the channel. He's a Sheriff, and he's got the most wins on the channel currently. And Henry, this is his 5th time in the finals. He's 3-1 right now. What's kind of funny is every time Henry's been in the finals, it's been a mirror match. He's played 2 Frog Mirrors and 2 Volume Mirrors. And this is kind of a mirror match. They're both plant decks, at least. Anyway, Henry normal summons Lila. Is he going to attack? Okay, so he chooses to use the effect. Gets Los's Mirror Force. And... yeah, right. I think right now, Henry's dead 10th. Oh, he slammed those mills. So he's got triple Amaryllis, and he milled a Necrogardener. Now, him milling the 3 Amaryllis is great, but the only issue is he might have dead trade-ins in his hand, because now the only targets he has for his trade-ins are the Titanials. All right, so let's see. Los brings back Druid Warrior and adds Dandelion to his hand. Flip summon Sangan. Attacks Delilah. Looks like Henry's got nothing to stop the Sangan attack. Druid Warrior gets 2 tokens and tributes to Sangan for Caius and banishes the Amaryllis. So what a strong play for Los. And what is he going to search? Searches Debris Dragon. So that's basically his follow-up play. Maybe Los should throw 1 Crow in his deck. Comes in handy just being able to search it. Anytime he plays Sangan, maybe 1 Crow is not bad. All right, let's see if Henry can do anything. This is a matchup that I'm not too familiar with. I really don't know who's favored. So I'm glad we're covering this matchup and seeing both these two. I think these two are the best players on my locals. Henry doesn't always show up, but when he does show up, this man goes far. One time he and I had a battle in the finals in a Frog Mirror match. It was brutal. We went like 50 minutes. What's crazy, I was going to win, but Sean, shout out to him, he didn't put the timer on. If we had gone into time, I would have beat him, but we kind of just played it out, and he ended up winning. Anyway, here comes Mark of the Rose after topping for Plague. So does Henry swing with both tokens and then make it level 8? I wonder if he plays Dark End. He probably does. Because of Mark of the Rose and stuff. If he has room, which I'm not sure if he does. Shout out to Henry with those custom dark arm sleeves. They're beautiful, man. I need to do all this stuff. I'm jealous every time I'm watching people on camera. Like, people have the shiny decks and the fancy sleeves, but that's just not me, man. But I want to, though. I've been thinking about blinging out one of my decks and these custom sleeves too. I've been thinking about it. Okay, so Los is gonna get back Druid Warrior. Now, what does he add back? He's already debating on between Caius. I don't know the rest of his hand, but Caius seems like the obvious play because you get rid of either the Stardust or the face down monster. But maybe Los has other plays in his hand that I don't know of. Quickdraw is a deck that I did play when I first got into Edison, but I'm not like an expert with this deck. But some of the plays are pretty obvious. All right, Los has got the Sheriff badge on and the Sheriff hat. So those of you who don't know, Los, I think, has won 2 tournaments on the channel with this deck. So that's where the nickname Sheriff he got it because he wears the hat and because of Quickdraw. And for those who are wondering, I have all the finals that have ever been played on the channel on the finals playlist. If you guys want to go back and watch them. Okay, so anyways, Los summons Debris, targets Dandelion. So here he can make a level 8 play. He can make a level 7 play. Looks like he chooses the 8. Which, what is he going to summon? His own Stardust? Yeah, he's debating. And look, he's got the Stardust on top of his extra deck. Or he could go Red Dragon. Yeah, those. So he chooses Stardust. How he's gonna get rid of that the opposing Stardust without crashing? Okay, so quick draw, discard Lone Fire. He's left with one card in his hand that he's probably gonna pitch for Drill Warrior. So he synchros for Turbo Warrior. So I think that thing is like. Let me go read. I forget this card's effect. Even Henry has to read it. It's just quick draw, just not that relevant of a deck. So I understand Henry having to read these cards. They just don't come up often. When this card declares an attack on a level 6 or higher synchro monster, half the attack of the attack target until the end of the damage step. This card cannot be targeted by the effects of level 6 or lower monsters. So yeah, he's going to have, but so Henry's probably going to have to Necro that. Half the attack of that target until the end of the damage step. This card cannot be targeted by the effects of level 6 or lower monsters. So I think they're getting into a dispute whether you can Necro Gardener, but I don't think Necro Gardener targets. I'm pretty sure it doesn't, so I think that's why there's a delay. When this card declares an attack, it's going to half the Stardust. Yeah, so unfortunately, our head judge, our main judge at our locals, John, was not there because he's never. A lot of the times he's not there for the top 4 of the finals because we run 2 tournaments at my locals on Saturdays, and we basically start the second one right after the first one finishes. And John, obviously, I think John lost, and I can't remember where John lost, and he just rushed to get food, so he was not there, and he's our best judge. I think who I trust the most on my locals is John, and then second might be Ryan. He's also pretty good, and there's a lot of other people, but I'm no rulings expert. I get all my information from them. All right, yeah, there's a huge delay here. I remember I was watching them, but usually I don't hover around the finals. I like kind of just stand in the background because I like to give them space to like focus. But some people sometimes, depending on who's playing the finals, sometimes they'll get a crowd. Anyway. Now that ruling dispute is over, he attacked him directly with Drill Warrior and attacks the Dandelion, and Henry's got 2 tokens. And he pitches other Lone Fire for Drill Warrior. So yeah, Losa's got a pretty intimidating feel. He's got Turbo Warrior, Stardust, a token, and a Drill Warrior coming back. Botanical Lion. Let me read. This is another card I have to read. I forget. I think the Botanical Line, like this control can't be changed or something like that. Not every Amaryllis deck plays that card, so let me go look it up. All right, so it looks like Los is gonna get back Lone Fire with, and now he's got Titanium. So he tributed the tokens. Oh yeah, this is not looking good for Henry, but let's read this Botanical Line's effect for those of you who don't know its effect. Gains 200 attack for each face up for each plant type monster you control. Control this face up card on the field cannot switch. It's a level 4 Earth, 1600 attack, 2000 defense. So Lone Fire runs over Amaryllis, kills one of the tokens with. Oh no, he attacked directly with Drill, and then so he's playing around Gores right here. That's why he did that. He attacked him directly with Drill Warrior while he still had 2 tokens, and then hit him with the Turbo Warrior and the Titanium. So here comes Lila. How many cards are left in Henry's hand? 2. Henry sets 1. End phase, mill 3. Mills Mirror Force, Morphing Jar, and Amaryllis. Is that common? I don't know. I think I've seen Donnell play it before, but I haven't seen too many online deck lists for Amaryllis. So, like, the only thing Los is afraid of is Mirror Force. Have we seen Mirror Force? Oh, I think he just milled it, right? Did he mill Mirror Force off of the... Or did he use it? I think he milled Mirror Force. Yeah, Henry's at 750, so if you can't stop the Druid Warrior, this should be game. Let's see, with 2 cards in hand. Has he used Necro? Did he use a Necro earlier? Oh no, I think the Necro's still in Henry's graveyard. So Henry maybe saved it for... And then Caius is game. Alright, so the Sheriff Lowe's takes game 1. 1 win away from getting his 3rd win with Quickdraw. He's already got the most wins on the channel. Alright, Henry's going to have to pull off the famous Legacy 2-0. Alright. Henry starts off with Lone Fire. I like that Henry always plays on this not Dark Destroyer. Sorry, Dark Destroyer is a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Not Dark Destroyer. What's in Death Star? Death Star. This Death Star in Star Wars, man. I like it. I know for those guys who know the Cosmos. Cosmos is based off Star Wars. Cosmo deck. Anyways, Henry MST's Los Bottomless. 2 Lone Fires in the grave. Let's see what else can Henry pull off. Oh, Miracle Furt. I've said this in previous videos. I'm just shocked. No one was playing Miracle Furt and Amaryllis before. Because I played in 2014 when Sylvan's was like one of the best decks. And they abused Miracle Fertilizer. And I always wonder why no one played that in Amaryllis. It seems good to me. Anyways, he Hidden Armories, and then obviously he can't normal summon this turn because of Hidden Armory and Miracle Fur. So he gets Dandelion. So now he can abuse Titanium if that's a Raikou. Yeah. So let's see. Lowe's gonna choose to mill. He mills Avarice, Heavy, and Lila. That's pretty good for Henry since he has a few back rows. Alright, so AK. Henry's got Trade-In in his hand. So he attacks Dandy. So 2 tokens. From what I remember, Henry told me he was actually supposed to beat Los in the Swiss rounds, but I think Henry messed up. Alright. So Los with the Foolish Danny, 4 tokens. He's just building a wall over there for Henry to get through. Yeah. Come on, Henry, switch that Dandy into attack mode. Okay, so it's Sangan. Yeah. Yeah, switch it to attack mode. Oh, is he afraid of getting deprisoned? Ooh, he hesitated. You guys saw that? He doesn't want his Dandelion to get deprisoned, right? Is that what you're afraid of? But if he deprisons, you can just negate the deprison and tribute the Dandy, right? Oh, no, yeah, he should have attacked. Okay, so 2. How many cards are in Los' hand? 3 cards. I'm pretty sure Low sides in Kaiku because we saw it in top 8. Yeah, we saw him side in Kaiku in top 8, so I'm pretty sure it's here in the finals as well. Especially against Amaryllis because you want to banish their Amaryllis with Kaiku. Yeah, there's the Kaiku. I figured. So, does Henry have anything to stop this Kaiku attack? Looks like Henry lets it go through. So 65, 8,000. Gets rid of 2 Lone Fires, but at least Henry gets 2 tokens. Now, Henry, you got to kill that Kaiku. Henry's got a bunch of cards in hand. Henry's definitely in the lead this game. Look at all those cards in his hand. All Lowe's has is Kaiku, 2 tokens, and 2 back rows. If Lowe's doesn't have... Did Lowe's mill Mirror Force? No, I don't think he milled Mirror Force. Henry goes Hidden Armory. Gets Mark of the Rose. Ooh, he's going to try to Kaiku Lowe's back? Oh, man. What does Kaiku say, anyway? Don't you have to banish a plant for Mark of the Rose? Yeah, yeah, he can't use Mark of the Rose. Ooh, yeah, yeah, that's what I thought too. I was gonna go read Kaiku. Kaiku says your opponent cannot banish cards from either player's graveyard. So yeah, that Kaiku stopped Henry's Mark of the Rose, but yeah, he gets rid of one of the tokens. Yeah, no, I don't think Los has used Mirror Force. Kaiku put it in work in this matchup. So there's the Avarice, but Henry does not have Crow. Or Transmigration Prophecy is another card people in my locals have been signing. I saw Donnell signing it. My Ralph was signing it the other day. But now Los has what? 6 cards and a token. Yeah, Henry's still up on cards. Plus he's got Sangan, MST. So Henry can protect, chooses to protect the back row. Titanium just ends some decks. Some decks just can't deal with Titanium. Like I said, Hero Beat, Frogs, a couple other decks. All right. So Los thought about setting the second back row, but chooses not to. All right, 7,065. Henry has to keep reading Kaiku. No, trust me, I know. I didn't know about that. I thought you just couldn't banish from your graveyard. I didn't know you couldn't banish from your opponent's graveyard either. So that's why. What are they? They always accuse Yu-Gi-Oh players that we don't read. All right. So anyway, here Aaron gets bottomless. So that's good news for Henry. So now Los is at 6K. It looks like he doesn't have Gores. And here comes Brain Control, the Titanium, and he chooses to negate. All right, so Henry's checking his grave. Henry's going to debate, do I bottomless Lila? Or, well, let's see what he was. Oh, Karma Cut. That's what he thought about it. Discards Hidden Armory. So we know he's got like, oh, DDR, Charge, Mills, Amaryllis, and Titanium. Yeah, this is not looking good for Los. If Henry, does he have another Titanium deck? He'd go like DDR, bring back Lone Fire, get another Titanium. Yeah. If he has another Titanium in his deck, he's in a good spot. Well, he does. Yep. So now that's 38, and he's got like at least one Amaryllis in the graveyard. Some of you guys who've been watching the channel probably know I really like Amaryllis. It's a deck that I one day want to try, but all right. So Los does have the Gores. So now it's unfortunate for Henry. Does Henry have something to stop the Gores? Maybe he sighted in Lightning Vortex. Oh, he did. And Los scoops. See, Los saving time. Looked at the next card. I was like, all right, let's go to the next game. I do that a lot. I think I did that. Yeah, I did that today. I was playing in a tournament and I was playing against. It wasn't on camera, so I'm not spoiling it. I try my best not to spoil stuff. Like I was like at 3,000. I knew my Black Wing opponent had a Whirlwind up, and he starts sure of the previous round. I was like, oh yeah, that's game. He's gonna go get Kalut, unless you're an idiot. I was like, no, that's game. Let's go to game 3. Anyway, it looks like Los went first. MST's the Dust, and sets a monster. Me personally, I don't like doing this, but I mean, is there a spell trap you're trying to MST? You guys know this. I like to hold MST in my hand. All right. So he Kaiku's Henry, so we're at 8,062. Oh, man. What's Henry's hand? Maybe his hand's not that good. He already got hit in the face with 18 by Kaiku. And Los has Lightning Vortex in his hand, so he sets 2 back row, sets a monster. Oh, the Pro Heavy. And Henry set Mirror Force and Hidden Armory. Oh, yeah. But luckily he gets the token. Well, Los Mills Dandelion, so this is... I never do the Pro Heavy play, but it was good there. Maybe Los was kind of like, you're probably not going to think I set Heavy because I set MST. A lot of people at locals try to Pro Heavy people. I just don't. I don't like doing it. I'm a little more like I like to play safe. I like that. That card to me is like such a good card that I just rather hold it. All right, so 3 cards. Looks like low summons debris, but obviously his field is clogged. So it looks like what's he gonna make? Black Rose. He can make like the Black Rose and force one of the tokens into attack mode and. Ooh, Lowe's taking plays back, man. Shh. You know, if you were at a big tournament, you're gonna get called out for that, man. Just letting you guys know. Get shark. People will take any advantage they can get. Trust me, especially at the big tournaments. Some of you guys who may know James Arks, I was watching what happened to him in the top 8 of the 3v3 in Vegas. It's ridiculous. That's why I tell people. At a big tournament, people will use any advantage to win. You make one little error, they're like, Judge. All right, so Lowe's got the Iron Chain, Kaiku, a face-up Raikou, like a few cards in hand, but I think Henry's hand's kind of slow. Here comes My Control. If that's a Raikou, oh, it's Debris Dragon. Still, here Los can make. He can make another Iron Chain. Does this deck play Trident Dragon? I know the card's expensive right now. Okay, so it looks like Los is choosing to hit. Maybe Los was expecting, and that's game. So Los gets his 3rd win with Quickdraw, goes undefeated, 7-0 in this tournament. Good job, Henry. That last game was kind of slow. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy the finals, and we will be back soon with Los's deck profile. I'll see you guys next time.